Do you need a moment to chill and breathe? Let Shawn J lead you through a down-regulating yoga nidra meditation followed by a deeply soothing sound bath that will leave you feeling calmer and more present. You can practice live with expert teachers like Shawn every day on Yoga International. Find a YouTube exclusive offer in the description below.
So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shawn Moore. I love teaching and working with stillness practices, particularly sound healing, yoga nidra, and meditation. I teach a little bit of asana here and there, but my preference is to work through the power of stillness practices. And so super excited to share with you Chill So Hard. Both of these practices are practices that typically are very important to me. They've both helped me out in periods of healing and growth, and I love to be able to share them individually. So anytime I have the ability to sandwich them together in a really nice, comfortable practice, I'm all with it. So I'm glad you're here to join me for this first session of Chill So Hard, and hopefully you'll be with us for the remainder sessions. But for today, one bit of housekeeping rules: just make sure that you have whatever you need to make yourself comfortable. We won't be moving at all, so this will just be a stillness practice, but you want to be as comfortable as possible so that you're able to drop down into the experience. Again, make sure that you're also connected to some great audio, so that you can really hear the sound when that kicks in. So just to give you an idea of what the experience will look like, we'll begin with the yoga nidra portion of that, which is a guided, systemic sort of meditative process or experience in which I'll be guiding you with my voice. At the end of that, there'll be a bit of silence, and then we'll transition into the sound experience in which I'll play the instruments that we have here. At the end of that, there'll be a little bit of silence there too. I like to incorporate silence in part of these practices because there's a lot of work that happens within that silence. As uncomfortable as it could be, there's a lot of work that can happen in that. And so there'll be a little bit of silence on that part. And then on the back end, I'll guide you out with my voice. You'll hear a little chime, and then you'll hear my voice bring you back and help ground you back on the back end of the experience. I'll try to save about 5 minutes at the end to answer any questions. So don't get up in the middle of the practice to type in questions if you have them. If you have a journal and that's part of your practice, maybe you can roll over and jot it down, or just hold it, tuck it in the back of your mind, and then you can type that into the questions portion on the back end. But I'll be open to answer any questions that you might have. I'll disconnect the sound equipment and move closer so that I can see, and we can chat a little bit in the last remaining 5 minutes. So let's get started. I'm gonna stop talking, or at least the intro part, and we can get started with our practice. So before we do get started, I want to bring in an intention that you can hold for each one of these sessions. Typically with Yoga Nidra, we work with what we call sankalpas, which are a little different than setting an intention for the practice. But what's unique about a sankalpa, which typically translates into a resolve or a seed, is that they are typically looked at as something you've worked with over time. And so to hold integrity to what a sankalpa is, for those that stick around for the entire series, we'll come back and revisit, but for our first 2 sessions, we're going to work with an intention. And so in that intention for this session, I want to work with the intention of presence. So I'm going to read to you an excerpt from a book that I love. I'm a practicing Buddhist, and so I love anything that Pema Chodron writes. She's a Buddhist nun and teacher and a writer. She has amazing books. This book that I've beat up clearly, and if you've come to any of my classes, you know that I typically read from this book. This book is called Comfortable with Uncertainty. And so the excerpt that I want to read that draws me back to the whole intention of presence is: this very moment is the perfect teacher. So as we become more open, we might think that it's going to take bigger catastrophes to make us want to exit our habitual ways. The interesting thing is that as we open more and more, it's the big ones that immediately wake us up and the little things that catch us off guard. However, no matter the size, color, or shape of the catastrophe, the point is to continue to lean into the discomfort of life and see it clearly rather than try to protect ourselves. In practicing meditation or any stillness practice, we're not trying to live up to some kind of ideal. Quite the opposite. We're just being with our experience, whatever that is. If our experience is that sometimes we have some kind of perspective and sometimes we have none, then that's our experience. Sometimes we can approach what scares us and sometimes we absolutely can't, then that's also our experience. The saying, this very moment is the perfect teacher, is really the most profound instruction. Just seeing what's going on, that's the teaching right there. We can be with what's happening and not disassociate. Awakeness is found in our pleasure and our pain, our confusion and our wisdom. It's available in each moment of our weird, fathomable, ordinary, everyday lives. So I love this because it helps us remove that space of judgment around what an experience should and shouldn't be. And sometimes we feel like, we've sat down for meditation and we've sat down for maybe sound healing or anything or yoga nidra and feel like we're supposed to like see the universe and see all these things that can happen. Don't get me wrong, can happen in the practice. But, if that's not what comes to you in the moment, that's okay. As long as you were present in the moment, because that's what you needed. And whatever does come up is what you needed in the moment. And that's profound. And that's what's important. And so as we start this journey for this 4-part series, I wanted just to start with the foundation of being present in this moment. And so take a second as you get comfortable to go ahead and set an intention. And the intention I'm offering you for today is that I am present in this moment for this practice. So begin to make yourself comfortable. Allowing yourself to settle in on your back. And take a second to just notice how the body feels in this moment. Taking a second to scan the body. Oftentimes with the busyness and the hecticness of the day, we're not always cognizant of the vessel that we're in, but just take stock of the body in the moment. And as you notice how the body feels, use that awareness to create a little bit more space to relax. Maybe you can spread your feet out hip width distance apart and allow the feet to just fall open. You can rest the hands, palms up, allowing for a little external rotation in the shoulders, for the chest to open up. Or maybe if this is new to you and want to ground yourself a little bit more, you can rest the palms down for a bit of sense of safety and connectedness. And as we begin to fine-tune that awareness in the body, just give yourself permission to soften and let go. Releasing any spaces in the body we're holding tension, knowing that the body and the breath follow the mind. So maybe you release some of that mental tension, some of that emotional tension, some of that physical tension, and allow the body to surrender into the experience. We'll begin to do a scan of the body, starting at the soles of the feet, And as fine-tuned, as particular as we get, there's space to just soften even more. Even if it's 2 to 3% more of a release, it's still more of a release. So at the soles of the feet, allow yourself to just soften and relax. The toes, the ankles, just relax. The shins, the knees, just relax. The hips, the pelvis, the base of the spine, just relaxing. The navel center, the center of the chest, softening and relaxing. The tips of the fingers, the wrist, the elbow, just relaxing on both arms. The shoulders, the base of the spine, just relaxing, softening. Allow that release to move from the base of the spine all the way up the back. Allowing the lower, the mid, and upper back to just relax. Collarbone, base of the throat, just relaxing. Resting at the space around our face, softening the jaw, releasing the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Softening our temples, unfurrowing our brow. Allowing the eyes to soften a bit into their sockets. The crown of the head, just relaxing. Noticing our entire body, just relaxed. Knowing that you're supported. And in this relaxation, just notice the connection of your body to whatever is supporting you. Maybe that's the ground, the couch, the bed, but just feel that connection of the body to that level of support. And allow that connection to deepen past that layer of connection. But that connection deepens even further than the foundation of the house or building that you're in. But deepening until you've connected with the earth itself. Noticing, maybe feel, sense, or see the earth connecting with you, rising to meet you. Creating a supportive space to just hold you in the practice. a healing space. Allowing that awareness to move from the body and this subtle connection to the earth, to the breath. And just notice the connection to the breath without changing that connection. Just observe, just a witness your quality of the breath in this moment. And allow the breath to deepen. And in that deepness of the breath, allow yourself to breathe down into the belly, into the base of the spine. The inhale, you're feeling the belly breathe, expand. And on the exhale, you feel the belly constrict, tightening up, the navel getting that much closer to the spine. On the inhale, the body fills with air. And on the exhale, you feel the release. And on this cycle of breath, remembering that the chest stays still, and just witness the body breathing. Feeling that unique connection to the breath. Noticing that energy or that prana moving through the body. And as we begin to move consciousness in this practice, allow your awareness to move to the center of the brow. And visualize the collection or the manifestation of this bright blue starlight resting at the center of the brow. Healing, supportive, present. We begin to feel, sense, or see this bright blue starlight at the base of the throat. At the shoulders, right shoulder, bright blue starlight. Right elbow. Notice how it feels. The energy collecting. The right wrist. This bright blue starlight. The right thumb. The right index finger. The right middle finger. This bright blue starlight. The right ring finger. The right pinky finger. the right wrist, the right elbow. Feel the consciousness move with the manifestation of the bright blue starlight. Healing. Right shoulder. Base of the throat. The left shoulder. Left elbow. Left wrist. This bright blue starlight. Left thumb. Left index finger. Left middle finger. Left ring finger. Left pinky finger. Left wrist. Left elbow. Left shoulder. Remembering to see, sense, or feel this starlight. Base of the throat. Center of the chest. Left side of the chest. Center of the chest. Right side of the chest. Center of the chest. This bright blue starlight. Feel the vibration. The navel center. The base of the spine. The left hip. The left knee. The left ankle. Feel the starlight. The left big toe. The second toe. Third toe. The fourth toe. The pinky toe. The left ankle. The left knee. The left hip. The base of the spine. The right hip. The right knee. The right ankle. The right big toe. The second toe. The third toe. The fourth toe. pinky toe, the right ankle, the right knee. It's bright blue starlight. The right hip, the base of the spine, the navel center, the center of the chest, the base of the throat, the center of the brow, allow the light from these 61 points on the body to resonate. Allow yourself space to see, sense, or feel that energy. Maybe visualize it like a constellation across the body, resonating. Allow yourself to sit with this feeling, with this empowerment for just a few moments before the sound begins. And allow the sound to add to the resonant vibration that you're feeling through this constellation on the body. Start start to gently bring your awareness back to the breath. Again, as we're cultivating our relationship with the breath, just notice the rhythm, the flow, without doing anything different to the breath. Noticing how the breath is just flowing naturally in this moment. Presence. Allow yourself to deepen the breath. Noticing on your next inhale, the air filling in the belly, the expansion of the belly, chest remaining still. And on the exhale, still keeping the chest still, but allowing all the air to release out of the body, down to the belly. And start to bring your awareness back into the physical body. You gently start to wiggle the toes, gently roll the ankles. Remember, emphasis on the word gentle. If it's in your range of motion and movement, you can bring the soles of the feet onto the ground, putting a nice bend in the knee, and gently windshield wipering the legs from left and right, bringing motion and feeling in the hips and the lower body. Also bringing the knees to the chest, wrapping the arms around the shins, and giving yourself a nice little hug, a nice squeeze in, contracting in tight, really, really tight. And allow yourself to expand out in opposite directions, feet in one direction, arms and hands in the opposite direction, stretching out, big and wide, waking up the entire body. Allow yourself to just roll gently onto your right side, resting the head on the arm for just a bit, taking one more second of relaxation. I'm going to read to you an excerpt of the book Inward by Young Pueblo. I always read this excerpt to close out practices. I think it's a beautiful reminder. Healing yourself will ask more of you. More rest, more self-love, more letting go, more time for learning, more space for transformation, more honesty about how you feel, more time developing good habits, more courage to try new practices, more faith in yourself and the process, and more time cultivating your inner peace. You can gently push yourself up to a nice, easy seat. And as we close out this practice, you can bring your hands to the center of the chest, Anya Mudra. And I want you to gently, I'm not going to do it because I don't want the feedback in the mic, but gently begin to rub your hands together, generating a little love, light, heat, energy. And once you feel that heat, rest your hands on a part of your body that needs just a little extra TLC, a little compassion, a little love. And take a second to breathe deep into that space. I want to thank you all who showed up for today. I want to say thank you for letting me hold space for you in this way with two practices that will hold really near and dear to my heart. So it's the wisdom and compassion in me, honors, acknowledges, and loves the wisdom and compassion of everyone that my voice has the privilege to reach. Namaste and Ashe.
Want to practice live with Shawn or one of our other expert teachers? Sign up for a membership on Yoga International. Link in the description.